sorry, your midterm, and just looking through so you can ask me some questions. All right. Anything you want to talk about, put in the chat, and I will be sure to go through it. Numbers 1 through 8. We're all listening, but I'm happy to reread those to you. So I'll be quiet, give you 2-3 minutes to look things over. Ready, go. Again, you are finding your vocab list. I will pull up mine and I will show you the word you need to check real quick, please. Okay, I'm about to screen share my list with you. So please go down to the bottom of the verb. So it's just this first section, do right here. This is the one that may be misspelled on your version. So the verb is secarse. It's S-E-C-A-R. Okay, if you printed this off early, it is very likely that yours says sacarse. That is a different verb. Sacar is like to take out, like sacar la basura, take out the trash. Okay, what I want yours to please make sure yours says is secarse, which is to dry yourself. So if you had sacarse, please change it to secarse. And then also check that you have the meaning right. It's correct in Quizlet, but it may not be correct. If you Google translated it, then you might have something different. So make sure it says to dry oneself or to dry yourself, or to dry is fine. Okay, everybody have that okay? Great. All right, so what's your new vocab about? Who's got the quick point here? What's your new vocab about? You're looking at your list, aren't you? What's it about? Hello? What's your new vocab about? Is there anyone out there? Anyone?
How to prepare.
Thank you. Sorry, Amani. What's it about?
How to prepare.
Okay, like how to prepare for your day, kind of? Is that what you mean? Okay, so it's about your daily routine. Things you do when you get up in the morning. You get dressed, you take a shower, you put on deodorant, you wash your hair, you wash your face. Okay, kind of parts of your daily routine is what we're talking about. And then there's a lot of them at the end of the day that you might do. You brush your teeth, you might take a shower at the end of the day. You kind of all these parts of your daily routine, things that you do all by yourself because you're big boys and girls. That's what we're going to be talking about. All right, why don't I give you a few minutes on Quizlet? So go ahead and get there if you've not gotten there already. Okay, the link is under your current lesson. And I guess I can refresh you on what I would do if I was starting off this vocab, and then I'll let you get to it. All right, so here's where you should be. 2 suggestions here. Okay, number 1, I would just flip through these cards, see what you recognize. Okay, there's a bunch of cognates. Cognates are words that look alike. I'll ask you to share some in a few minutes. Un evento especial looks a lot like a event special or a special event. So pay attention to cognates. They help you greatly with your understanding of things. So as you flip through, entusiasmado, looks a little like enthusiastic. Oh, it's excited. Yeah, that's a cognate, right? Nervioso, cognate. Tranquilo, cognate. So look for some that are easy first. See what you recognize. Elegante, depende. So that's what I would do first, just to kind of get the idea of what's going on here and what you have. All right. Then what I would do is I would click on this little button. Everybody look at my screen. That's why I'm sharing it with you. Okay. Under and to the right is this little box, and you click on that and it says full screen. And then suddenly you have some options here. What I would do is I would pick 5-ish words that I don't know. So acostarse, and I click this little star. I already did it last period, but you click this little star, and then it'll pull out those cards for you. So click a few, maybe 5-ish that you want to work on. Okay. Then you come over here to options. Okay, down in the lower left-hand corner, options, and you says study starred. Click on starred, and then it will just give you those. So instead of flipping through 50 cards, which doesn't do most of us any good, now I picked out 10 cards. You should start with 5. Okay, usually I do 5. It's just because I did it from last period and this period, so I had 10. I would pick 5 cards to work on. Okay, don't overdo it. Work on those till you recognize them. Cepillarse los dientes.
Cepillarse.
Okay, you can click on it.
Cepillarse.
Okay, it'll pronounce it for you.
Cortarse el pelo.
So go through them until you know them. Go back and forth. You can go over here. You can shuffle them. You can put them in a different order. Okay, and just kind of practice those 10 until you know them. I would not add in any more until you know those 10. And then slowly, as you know those 5 or 10, then you can go back to your options, go back to all, and then you can star a couple more. All right. For most people, it doesn't do any good to just flip through 50 flashcards over and over again. So I really, really, really encourage you to pick about 5 to start with. Work on those 5 over and over again till you know them. Then add in a few more. Add in 3 more. Add in 5 more. This is easy for you, add in 6 more. If this is hard for you, add in 3 more. So that you're just working on a small amount at a time. All right. So I'm going to give you about 10 minutes to work on that. Again, here's the thing. I'm not there hovering over your shoulder, but if you spend the time that I ask you to spend on it, you're going to learn your vocab. If you don't, then you're not going to learn your vocab, and that will be reflected very quickly in your grade. So let's start the new 9 weeks off strong. Please use your time right now on Quizlet. Okay, if you have any questions individually, put something in the chat. I see somebody already sent me something, so I'll look at it in a minute. Otherwise, please make sure you are practicing on Quizlet. Go. Anna, I just messaged you back. Off. I want to hear some cognates. So raise your hand if you can tell me a cognate, words that look alike and sound alike, the ones that make your life easier. So give me a couple. Quick participation point. What's an easy word on our list? Come on. I am asking you a super simple question. So once you get your camera back on, you're looking at your list, you're looking at Quizlet, one or the other, and raise your hand and tell me what are some cognates? What are some easy words that you're looking at? Words that look alike in Spanish and English. Thanks, John. What do you got?
El gel.
Yeah, that one's pretty easy. El gel. Looks a lot like gel. Perfect. What's another easy one? I think they're not all that easy, but there's still some that look similar. What's another similar one? Jeremiah.
El Salon.
El Salon. Yeah. El Salon de Belleza, right? Salon kind of sounds like beauty, salon, salon. Good. Annika.
Prepressor.
Prepararse. Is that the one you're looking at?
Yeah.
It's like what?
Prepare or get ready.
On the card, I think it says to get ready, but yeah, you're preparing yourself. You're getting yourself ready. Okay. Joanne, what's another one?
Elegante.
Elegante looks a lot like what?
Elegant.
Elegant. Great. Thanks for
helping out here. Alex, what you got?
Los dientes.
What does those look like?
Like teeth.
Yeah, well, okay, they don't actually look like teeth, but I know what you're saying. What do they look like? Where do you go to get your teeth cleaned?
Oh, like the dental place.
Dentist or dental. You see the connection there. Totally. Good cognate. Anybody else want to share one? Okay, well, let's move on then. Here's what I want you to do. Okay, this next part is a little opportunity to get yourself A, some participation points, and B, if you're quick, which I feel like some of you are in slow motion today, perhaps because you had to get up so early today, this morning. Also an opportunity, if you're in my top 3, to get yourself some extra credit. Who doesn't want a bonus point or 2? All right, so here's what we're doing. Backing myself up here so you can see my board. All right, I've got some items here. We're gonna go through them real quick. Make sure you see them, make sure you know what they are. You can check your vocab list to find out what they are as we're going through them. So I have el cinturón, I have el cepillo, la toalla, el desodorante, el cepillo de dientes, y las ollas. Okay, those are 6 words. I think you can see them all. That are all on your vocab list. So if you would like to earn yourself a bonus point and or some participation points, we're going to treat this like a little scavenger hunt. So I would like you to go find those 6 items in your home. Ready, set, go. Go find those items. So you're going to have to look them up or look up one and go find it and come back. And I actually want to see that you have those items in front of you. And if you're in my top 3 people to find those items, I will give you a bonus point or 2. So go see what you can find. So if your camera's on, I should see you moving around. You're going to find something. Find el cinturón, find el cepillo, find la toalla. If your camera's not on, that's fine. But you'll have to turn it on in a minute to show me you got your stuff. So, go get your stuff. This is maybe the first activity I've thought of that's you can do at home that you can't actually do at school. I don't know if you're there because you're not participating. So make sure you're participating with us. All right. Okay. So let's run through these. If you pay attention, you should learn these 6 vocab words right now. Okay. Here we go. El cinturón. I would like you to first of all repeat that. El cinturón. Now I can't hear you and it's weird. Show me one if you got one. Okay. No worries, Jeremiah. Show me one if you got one. What's el cinturón? Número 1 behind me. El cinturón. What was number 1? Who's got it? There we go. Okay, I got mine too. Mine's all sparkly. Ooh, el cinturón. Okay, so that is a belt. All right, so I'm gonna keep that handy. And if you don't have one, then I'm still gonna ask you and you can still know what it is. You can still check yourself. So cinturón is number 1. Number 2, el cepillo. If you got one, show me. Muéstrame, show me. El cepillo, where is it? El cepillo, hold one up so I can see it, please. Hold it up, where is it? Where is it? There's one, thanks, Alex. Who else is with me? There's Annika. There's Casey, thanks, Casey. I'll give you a participation point, thanks. All right, this is what you should be holding up, el cepillo, okay? So now let's think about same difference in English. Let's think about what's the difference between el cepillo and now show me el cepillo de dientes. Well, where is el cepillo de dientes? See Alex, I see Annika. Anybody else got one? El cepillo de dientes. John, you had one, didn't you? Show us. Look how big mine is.
I brought all my stuff back.
Okay, keep it out because we're going to keep using it. Sorry, don't worry about it today. Next time, keep it out. Thanks, Casey. Good. Look at this one. Super-sized one. All right, so I got 3 things we've gone over now. See if you can tell what they are. Either hold them up for me or if you don't have them in front of you, think it and make sure you know them. El cepillo de dientes. Show me. El cepillo de dientes. El cepillo de dientes. Good. How about just el cepillo? El cepillo. El cepillo. Good. And how about el cinturón? What was el cinturón? El cinturón. There it is. Good. So you should know those 3 words. Let's do another one. How about la toalla? Show me if you got one near you. La toalla. ¿Dónde está la toalla? La toalla. I got one. Annika's got one. Anybody else got one? La toalla. Casey's got one. Gracias. All right. Kind of sounds like a towel. It's a little bit of a cognate. La toalla. Okay. All right. Next up, el desodorante. That one's pretty easy to figure out what that is. El desodorante. Where's yours? Hopefully on. El desodorante. All right. That's 5 things. All right, we're gonna do one more, and then if you're paying attention, you should know what these are. Las ollas. Show me ollas. Anything. Las ollas. There's one thing. I got that. You can use a watch. Bracelets. Ollas. Kind of see the word like jewels, maybe. Like at least they both start with J. Okay, ollas. All right, so let's see if you got these 6 things. Ready? Mixing them up. Let's start with la toalla. Show me your toalla. Muéstrame. Show me. La toalla. La toalla. Good. All right. How about el desodorante? El desodorante. What's that look like? El desodorante. Show me if you got it. Meep. Okay. How about el cepillo? El cepillo. El cepillo. El cepillo. There it is. El cepillo. El cinturón. This was the first one. I think this is the hardest one on there. El cinturón. Ooh, your belt. El cepillo de dientes. El cepillo de dientes. Good. And finally, las ollas. Las ollas. All right. So again, I'm doing everything I can to help you out here. You got to make sure you're with me. All right. I have 4 more words I want to do, and then we'll call it a day. So it's kind of going off of these, but we've got some verbs. So this was el cepillo de dientes. Now we're going to do an action. Casey's cat's going to do it with us. Ready? So if I asked you to show me cepillarse los dientes, I want you to do this action. Okay, so show me you are with me. I want you to act out cepillarse los dientes. What are you going to do? I have 2 people with me right now. Let's see if we can do a little better. There's 3. If you can turn your camera on, I'd sure appreciate it. There's 4 people with me. Thank you. Show me you're with me. Show me I'm not talking to myself here. There's 5 people, 6 people. Oh, that feels better. Cepillarse los dientes. This is what I want you to do. If you can get your camera on, Bryce or Sky or Colin or Malik or Anna or Zuzu or Anaya or Jeremiah, that would be amazing. If not, that's okay, but I'd appreciate it if you could. All right, we're gonna act out 3 more and then we'll call it. All right, so how about cortarse el pelo? Okay, el pelo is this. El pelo is your hair. So cortarse is to cut. So if I say cortarse el pelo, let's either do that or you could shave it. Shave it, shave it. All right. So we got 2 right now. We got cortarse el pelo, cepillarse los dientes. All right. Those are your 2. I'm going to add in 1 more. Next up, we're going to do bañarse. Bañarse. So you might recognize the word baño, like puedo ir al baño. Can I go to the bathroom? Bañarse, to bathe. To bathe. So let's kind of give ourselves a little bath. All right. Do yourself a little bath there. Bañarse. Good. Bañarse. All right. We got 3. Show me you're with me. We'll start with bañarse. Good. Now we're doing cortarse el pelo. Great. Now we're doing cepillarse los dientes. Cepillarse los dientes. I'm handing out another round of points to those of you that are with me. Good, good. All right, we got one more to do today. Can't tell who this is. I want to give you a point. Who's like got, oh, is that you, Amani? I bet that's Amani. Is that your head? That is amazing, right? I can recognize the top of your forehead now, Amani. All right, last one for the day. All right, we're gonna do lavarse. Now, lavarse is to wash. Okay, so I gave you three things here that we're gonna wash. Lavarse la cara. La cara is your face. Okay, so show me if I say lavarse la cara, you're gonna wash your face for me. All right, wash your face, wash your face. Sky's gonna get a participation point. Thanks for tuning on your camera, Sky. All right, lavarse la cara. All right, now what about if I said lavarse el pelo? Remember what el pelo is? We had cortarse el pelo. So could we wash our hair? Lavarse el pelo. All right, and last one, super important during these COVID times. How about lavarse las manos? Casey's got it. Good. Lavarse las manos. Muy bien. Muy bien. All right, I got 4 to practice, and then we'll call it a day. Ready? Mixing them up, mixing them up. See if you're with me. Show me you're with me. Cortarse, el pelo. Good. Cepillarse los dientes. Bañarse. Bañarse. Giving yourself a little bath. You're bathing. Good. And finally, how about let's go with lavarse las manos. You can just do one. Lavarse las manos. The most important one. Muy bien. Muy bien. Gracias. All right. I was trying to see. Colin, is that you that just turned on your camera? Is that you, Colin? Make sure you get your points. Gracias. All right. So listen, I'm going to wrap things up here. Hopefully, if you were paying attention today, and again, I feel like that's most of you now. I feel much better about my odds now. I appreciate you turning on your camera for a few minutes. You should know a few vocab words that you learned on your own. You should know most of these vocab words and perhaps the 4 cards. So that's what I'm saying. If you're here and you're trying and you're participating with us, we should be able to get you in a good shape in the next week or so. You should be feeling good about your vocab. All right. So only homework tonight is I asked that you spend a little bit of time on Quizlet, maybe like another 10 minutes. Don't do it right now. Honestly, like wait a couple hours and then see if you can remember some of the ones that we worked on today. All right. That would be my best suggestion on that. Tomorrow, no live lesson, right? So I have 2 things that you're going to practice for me. Both involve vocab. All right, so tomorrow, make sure you get those 2 things taken care of. One's, I think, in the textbook, and one is just like a little crossword. And otherwise, we will reconvene on Thursday. Please be ready on Thursday, if you can, to have your camera on for part of the time. So again, we can do some of this acting. Okay, we're going to be finding more props. I'm going to give you another scavenger hunt list. So please be ready to share on Thursday. All right, that's all I got. Have a great rest of your day. Stick around if you have any questions. Otherwise, hasta luego.